So we're running, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's go and get this started. Hey, it's good to see y'all.
Hi, everyone.
So I hope everybody's doing okay. Everybody's doing alright. So now we're going to the next review of the next part of the puzzler.
The Gobots Puzzler.
And what I am doing here, which I'm fixing to show y'all, is a game I think we all know, and it ties into the puzzler. So I am going to start this off. And that light is really coming in sharp. So anyway, we're going to do this right quick. You'll understand here in a minute. So go ahead and put your O wherever you want to. So he's going to put his O on there. So I hope everybody's been okay. Everybody's been doing good. So now he put his O right there. So I am going to go in the middle. So now he's going to put his O. Okay. So that is where he put his O, so he blocked me going there. So I'm going to put my X right there. And now he's going to put his O. Alrighty. So he put his O right there at the bottom. So I put my X right there to block him. Now he's going to put his O. And I'm going to put my X. So that's where he put his O. So there's one more square. And of course, I'm going to put my X right there.
And we did not win.
So nobody won. But as y'all know, this is a game called Tic Tac Toe. It's more than just a game. Well, there it went. Anyway, that didn't work out like I thought it would, but okay. But anyway, okay, we're getting back to it. That's a game called Tic Tac Toe. The next review is, you'll see here in a minute, but it fits in with the puzzler, so we'll see y'all here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
Hey, welcome back, y'all. It is us again, and this is what I was showing you. His name is Tic Tac.
Yes. From that little tic-tac-toe game that we were playing, a game of from the intro.
So that's how it ties in. His name is actually Tic Tac, off of Tic Tac Toe. So that's what he's named after. Tic Tac is the giant puzzler's head. He is a red Chevrolet Corvette. He is the evil mind behind the puzzler schemes. This guy makes the head and the main torso of the puzzler. So without further ado, I am going to let Colton do his thing now, and I will stand in the background.
So here we have Tic Tac here in his
Corvette.
Corvette mode.
He's a Chevy Corvette.
Chevy Corvette mode.
Like one of your uncles has a Corvette. That's what he's modeled after.
Oh, yes. And it looks really nice.
Now, we're going back to the 80s Corvette, so it's going to have more of an 80s style along with all the rest of these sports cars. So they're not today's sports cars. These were back in the day when they made the sports cars. So this is a 1980s Chevrolet Corvette. Okay, Colton, sorry about that. Go ahead. I just went right in it.
And when I looked at this figure, it kind of does have some resemblance to Windcharger, the Transformers Generation 1 Windcharger. Because Windcharger transforms into a Corvette.
I'm not sure. I forgot. I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure. He transformed into something. Either a Trans Am or a Corvette. I'm not sure which one.
Because when we get to robot mode, I'll show you some resemblance to him and Windcharger. Because there is some resemblance to Windcharger from this guy. But this is from Gobots. This came out before Transformers.
Now there's a fun little fact right there on the hood. That's supposed to be a Chevrolet emblem right there. So I thought that was pretty neat when I saw it. That's what it's supposed to represent. So I thought that was pretty cool.
And it does have these little square things where they pop up and you have some lights.
Yes, those right there are the headlights. They pop up.
And you do have some sticker details here on the front hood of the car, along with some black painted in windows, because I thought these were also stickers, but no, they're actually painted. And the front, you do have some more black paint here, from the front bumper.
And that big square right there in the middle should represent the license plate for the front of it. And I know it don't have a license plate, but that's what it's, the front clip of the car.
And the sides here, you do have some chrome rims for the tires, and of course rubber tires, which means he does roll really smoothly.
Hopefully. I think he does. I don't know, I think he had some kibble right there. That's alright. Yeah.
Okay. So the back wheels roll really well, but the front wheels don't really roll really well. I think it's mainly because of this little bar thing.
The bar is important. You can't take the bar off. The bar has to stay on. Yeah, this is the way it's made.
but if you want to, you can kind of flip it out. Well,
No.
not all the way. It just hangs down.
Right.
So you're stuck with that.
You're stuck with it.
Just
No.
fold it back about here.
Yeah.
I thought it would do that.
And I would have to say that the back part right there, you got the lights, the square is supposed to represent the back license plate.
And the back tail lights are chromed.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have 2 exhaust pipes here.
Yeah.
And the tires.
Oh, I don't know if there's anything printed on the tires. I think this one has all good tires.
And I don't see any printing on the tires. And I'm seeing if there's any cracks. This one does a little bit here.
You found a crack. Anyway.
This one here.
You found another one. No, it's just loose.
Seems like it's in great shape. This one here. Oh.
It's alright.
There they are.
There they are.
There's little cracks here.
Yep, we found a crack.
And this one here. Well, there's little bitty cracks there.
Okay. I think that one of his strongest parts is the car mode. The car mode looks really good.
Yes.
Now, me and my brother, we never had this guy, so this is kind of new to me to transform him, to get him from Corvette mode into Robot Renegade mode, but I'm going to let Colton do it, and we will check it out together.
Okay, so to transform him, you're gonna come to the back here and...
Should be able to pull out some.
Okay.
There we go.
You want to pull out these things from the back and flip these around.
Yeah, pull down more. Okay. There we go.
There we go. Flip these out.
And that is to make his legs.
Right.
And now we're going to work on the rest of it.
Right. And for the arms, you're going to take these chrome things, flip them out, and extend out what will become his arms.
You may have to bend over the hood.
And I think the easier way to do it is you kind of have to bend down the hood just a little, so that way you can
carefully pull out the arms.
Pull out the arms.
Okay. Look, grab it right here, where this part's at, and pull out. You understand?
Okay.
There
There we go.
That's getting his arms out is kind of tricky. They will come out.
Right. So you have to grab a hold of these chrome things, which are his elbows, and pull them out, which will make his arms here. And you're done.
As far as transforming him into a robot, I think the parts that are prone to break if you're not careful is the arms. You want to be very careful with the arms because they're very thin and kind of thin and spindly. There's not a whole lot of meat to these arms. So one of the main complaints back then in the day was when kids would get it and they would get a little rough with it, these arms would snap smooth off. If not the arm will snap smooth off, then it's the hand right here. These are actually his robot hands right there. The problem is over time they get real loose. And just trying to get these arms out, you have to put a lot of pressure on the hands to get the arm to come out. So that's one thing that you want to take care of, especially on the puzzler, because the puzzler will have some age with it. So you have to be very careful when you start pulling out certain pieces to get this guy transformed. This guy, we got to be careful with him because his foot is real loose, really loose.
One of his knees are really loose.
Right, one of these, the knee, the foot. I think it's that. Yep, this one right here.
I think it's this one here.
Yeah, but I mean that just comes with time and age and stuff like that. So with these older Gobots, you have to be very careful of how you transform them and how much pressure you're putting on them. As far as the die cast in Tic Tac is here for stability, and you'll see here in a minute. This right here is die cast. These arms right here are die cast. So you have some metal die cast arms and metal plating right there, along with this piece right here. That's very important because this piece will come into play here in a minute, and it's die cast. Now this is plastic. His head's plastic. The shell of the Corvette's plastic, along with the legs, the bottom legs.
And also to kind of show you some resemblance to Wind Charger, if I zoom in on his head sculpt here, I think that kind of does look like Wind Charger's head.
He's talking about the overall face. It kind of does, but it doesn't at the same time. It kind of resembles a little bit of it. I do like that head sculpt. That head sculpt is different.
But it does have some painted and molded in black things on the side. So they kind of did something a little different for this figure. But it's still kind of to me does kind of look like Wind Charger's head. I'm talking about the original G1 toy of Wind Charger, not the cartoon version, because in the cartoon he was way different than the G1 toy. And going down to his chest, you could see on his chest here, he does have some sticker detail on his chest, but as you can see, it is worn, and there is some sticker details missing. And he does have like little hook elbow things.
He's got little bitty nubs for hands. He's got little bitty nubs. Yeah, poor guy. He can never straighten out his arm.
Hi.
Yeah, he can never straighten out his arm. I think as far as... Go ahead, we'll get to that here in a minute.
And here's the side here. The back. And the other side. And also, the transformation on this figure does also resemble Windcharger's transformation, except his is a little different than Windcharger's transformation, the G1 version of Windcharger. And articulation, arms can rotate all the way around, and you can kind of move his elbows.
You can kind of flop it around.
Around.
It don't hold up that well, that good anymore.
And you can kind of bend his knees due to the transformation.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's about all the articulation you're going to get out of him. Articulation. Anyway, somebody was saying... Anyway, I'm not going to go there. How many times do you say articulation? So anyway, yeah. He's very simple to transform. There's nothing really that difficult about Tic Tac to get him to transform. The main thing that you want to be careful on is definitely his arms. That's the main part that you want to be concerned with as far as transforming him. It's like I said, I've seen it. I've also heard stories where he just snap right off. I think Tic Tac is the leader of the group. I could be wrong. I never knew exactly who the leader of the puzzler was, or if there was a leader. I just assume it's Tic Tac. I could be wrong. If y'all know, let us know down in the comments below. Was there a leader to the puzzler? Was Tic Tac the leader of the rest of his ragtag team he had to form the puzzler? I don't know who the leader was.
I also don't know who the leader was.
Okay.
And could we like do a cut and compare him to the other puzzler Gobots that we've reviewed?
Sure. Do you want to get him? Do you want to do that right now, or do you want to get him into combined mode?
I think get them out right now.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, y'all. We'll be right back. So here we are again. This is how the team is shaping up so far. So, yeah. Colton, do you remember their names without looking at anything? I want to see this.
Tic Tac.
Yes.
Pocket.
Right.
Rube.
Uh-huh. The book.
Crossword.
Very good.
Crossword.
That's right. Tic Tac, Pocket, Crossword, Rube. And that's what we have so far. Now there's 6 of them to make Puzzler, so we still have what? 2 more to go. Yes, so we still have 2 more to go. So, and each one of them have a different name. So, but today we're only covering Tic Tac, which is off of Tic Tac Toe. And that'll be him. And like I said, I think he's the leader. I'm not sure. You know, when we correct a puzzler, there's a couple of questions I want to ask y'all. Maybe y'all know because I don't know. But that's after we farm the puzzler. So we'll get off into that here later on after 2 more shoots and stuff like that of what we got to cover. But right now, we're only after Tic Tac.
So now, let's get these guys out of the way. And get this guy here. So to get him in combine mode, all you're gonna do is push back in the arms. Well, you do need to bring back down the front of the car and push in the arms here. But you do want to leave his elbows out. And you do want to take this little bar thing and bring it up. And then bring up the legs or the knees. And push up the knees. Then take the front of the car and bring it all the way down so you could see the puzzler's combine mode head here. And this bar is going to attach to these back exhaust pipes here. So that way the chest here can lock into place. And for his elbows here, they're going to attach to these holes here. And you're done. And there's the combined mode chest and head of Puzzler.
Let me see if I can... There we go. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Zoom in on what we have right there. That is, my friends, the chest and the head of the Puzzler. That is his combined mode form. Now, the arms. This is where this comes into play. Remember we said that there was a socket to hang out, a bar. We'll show y'all that here in a little while on the next when we go to put the puzzler together. But yes, this is one of his arms.
Yes.
And they will slot in almost, as you can see, there's a curve in there. That's exactly what the curve is meant to be for.
Right.
But we will check that out when we farm the Puzzler. Just want to give y'all some key notes of how it slots in. So anyway, I think Colton did a good job of covering the head torso of the Puzzler. Let's go ahead and get them back into Corvette mode right quick. I want to see how and compare how these cars are coming together so far. And what he has to do right now, he has to be very careful not to snap that bar.
Yes.
Because that's one of the other problems with the Puzzler. Over time, you can snap that bar if you're not careful. So I'm just going to do a little comparison here. Let's just get a couple of them in there, a couple of shots in there. Yeah. And then we're going to get this guy in there. So that right there, my friends, are how the combined puzzler pieces are coming together. We have two more to review, and they both have different names. And so yeah, it's coming together pretty good. I hope y'all like it. When I had a chance to get this, I knew I had to get it because this was a part of my past, and probably a good portion of Generation X's past. I don't know. We had only two of these, so we could never make the Puzzler because we only had two. We didn't have the whole set. Well, I have the whole set, and we're going to finish it. We're going to put it together.
Right.
So this is what we have so far. Now, Colton, what's their names?
Pocket, Tic Tac, Crossword, and Rube.
Very good. Very good. So that's what we have right now. If there's nothing else that Colton wants to say, we will get back to our final thoughts here in a minute. I don't know.
I don't think I have anything else to say except get to our final thoughts.
Okay, so we will see y'all here in a minute with our final thoughts.
So there you have the review of the Gobots Tic Tac here.
Yes, the one of the 6 parts that forms the Puzzler. And like I said, I think that is the leader. I don't know. So, if y'all know who the leader is of the Puzzler, let us know down in the comments below.
Right. Overall, his veal commode does, like the others we've reviewed, look really good. And the robot mode does look good, even though it does have some resemblance to Wind Charger, except that this guy transforms a little different than Wind Charger.
Yes, he thinks that some of it resembles Wind Charger, and it might. There's a good chance it does. You know, I don't know. So, I mean, could be having a couple of things that look the same.
And his combined mode does to me look really good for its time and also in today's time. So overall, I still think that this looks like a really good figure. I mean, it's nothing mind-blowing, but it is still great in today's time and from but back then.
Back then. Anyway, like I said, this is 1984. This isn't 2023. This is 1984 stuff.
Yes.
So, you know, it's got its little quirks about it. But anyway, y'all, I believe that is about it. Remember, subscribing's always free. You can subscribe to this channel. Subscribe as soon as I can talk right. I'm trying to talk too quick. You can more than welcome to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Every little bit helps me and him.
Very important.
So every little bit helps. We appreciate y'all. We want to say thank y'all. There's going to be more stuff coming as the year closes. There's just a couple of things that I have to lock in first. And so anyway, hey y'all, it's hot out there. If you work out there in the field or out there, just be careful, drink, stay hydrated, and be careful with this heat. It's nothing to play around with. You know, so anyway, hey, that's it. That's enough of the weather report, and I will turn it back over to Colton. Y'all take care. Y'all are awesome, and I'm gonna let Colton finish wrapping it up.
And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.